The billionaire's sister smiled sweetly, then raised her voice loud enough for every guest in the gala to hear. Security must be slipping. They're letting random people in now. Laughter exploded around the ballroom. Phones rose to record the humiliation. She pointed toward the service hallway and added, "Let's get her out before she steals the silverware." The black woman didn't flinch. She didn't explain. She simply unlocked her phone, because in a single command, she could erase the very empire this family bragged about. And tonight the world would watch arrogance fall at her feet. The Langston estate glittered like a monument to generational wealth. Private orchestra, crystal chandelier, cameras everywhere. It was a night the elite called the Gala of Titans, where powerful families paraded their influence like status trophies. Helena Carter stepped through the entrance with calm elegance. She wasn't here for approval. She was here to secure a partnership that could change global finance. The Langston Group needed her company's technology. Their future depended on tonight. But the moment she entered the main hall, the air shifted. Matillion Langston, he heires to the family empire, spotted her and smirked with practiced cruelty. She tapped her champagne glass. So the music dimmed and attention snapped toward her. "Oh dear," Melanie announced loudly. "Security must be slipping. They're letting just anyone into a private gala tonight." The room chuckled. Phones raised. Guests stared like she was an uninvited mistake. Helena ignored the ignorance. She walked toward the table reserved for corporate leaders, the table she was personally invited to join. But Melanie stepped in front of her, blocking the way with a show of entitlement. "That seat is for people who built something," Melanie sneered. "Not people who sneak in hoping to mingle with the rich." Helena held her gaze. "Excuse me, I'm here to discuss a merger with your brother." Melanie laughed sharply. "A merger with you? Please, we don't sign deals with charity cases pretending to be CEOs." Some guests gasped, others recorded. Melanie leaned closer, voice sharp enough to cut. "How much did you steal to afford the ride here? Did you bribe the valet with loose change?" Helena said nothing. Silence was her weapon, and silence scared Melanie. To regain control, the Aries gestured across the ballroom. "The door for hired help is that way," she announced, voice dripping with classism. Security approached, hands ready to remove Helena from the building she had just entered. Helena glanced at her watch. 7 minutes until scheduled announcement. Melanie folded her arms. "Go wait where the staff belongs before you embarrass yourself further." The orchestra fell completely silent. Guests watched like they were consuming entertainment because, for them, humiliation was sport. Helena finally spoke. "You're making a dangerous assumption." Melanie raised an eyebrow. "What could you possibly threaten us with?" Helena tapped her phone once. The massive LED screens behind the stage flickered alive, replacing gala visuals with financial data. Langston Group, 146 billion government tech contract pending. Primary systems provider Carter, Innovations % control of licensing. Termination 100% Helena Carter. A wave of panic swept the room. The CFO shoved through the crowd. "Melanie, that's her, the owner, the one we've been negotiating with." Melanie's arrogant expression cracked. "No, that's not possible." Helena didn't raise her voice. "It is, and tonight, I was prepared to finalize a partnership that would secure your empire for generations." Melanie's brother, Lucas Langston, CEO, raced toward the confrontation. Breathless, "Miss Carter, I deeply apologize." Helena raised a single finger. "No apologies yet." Her voice turned steel cold. "I built a company that shields nations from cyber warfare. I hold the keys to your expansion. I came here offering prosperity. You offered humiliation." Every phone in the room vibrated with breaking news alerts. Merger termination. Notice filed. Licensing. Suspension triggered. Langston Group stock down 27% and plummeting. Lucas turned pale. "The shareholders. They'll destroy us." Helena cut him off again. "They already are." Melanie stepped forward, trembling. "We can fix this." "We can know," Helena said, Fixing requires rebuilding, and arrogance can't be rebuilt. Security, unsure who held true authority, now stood behind Alina, seeking direction. Alina looked directly into Maline's eyes. You thought you could define my worth with a cheap insult. Instead, you've defined your family's downfall. Maline choked on her words. I didn't mean Elalana leaned in just enough for her to feel small. You meant every word. That's why it matters. Lucas collapsed into a chair as phones continued buzzing with catastrophe. The CFO whispered into his ear. Government oversight. We'll lose everything. Alina turned to the guests, the same ones who laughed. Remember this moment whenever you judge power by appearance. You never know whose empire you're mocking. She faced Maline once more with a final declaration. You wanted to show everyone how powerful your family is. She gestured to the screens flashing red warnings. Congratulations, they're all watching. The humiliation was now global. Alina slipped her phone into her purse and nodded to the security guard who once tried to remove her. Please open the door. He did proudly this time. The orchestra remained silent. Conversations died. The Langston Empire trembled. As Ilalanina exited the estate, cameras from the press illuminated her path. Reporters shouted questions, investors begged. The world recognized who the true Titan was. She didn't need to look back, because everything behind her was already collapsing.